What's good? It's your boy Shay coming back at you with another late night crew hashtag LNC update. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, select all, so that way you don't miss out on a single LNC update. Breaking news! WWE Hall of Famer Sunny is going to prison?
Not the cap.
That's right. The Hall of Famer herself has gone from this to this.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
But before we go any further, Channel 6 News, you have the floor.
Former WWE star is finding out late today that she will spend more than a decade behind bars. Tammy Sytch was sentenced following a crash last year that killed a 75-year-old man from Daytona Beach.
At the time of the crash, police said her blood alcohol content was 3.5 times the legal limit. News 6's Molly Reed was in the courtroom.
Tammy Sytch is now heading to prison for the next 17.5 years, followed by 8 years of probation. Now, she spoke in court here today apologizing to that family, but the family of the victim tells me that nothing that happened today will fix or ever make them feel better about what happened.
That's right.
All right. Please know that every single second of every day since the crash, I have wished I could change.
Pleading for the lesser sentence, 50-year-old Tammy Sytch and her defense team dove into her life and mentality.
She is a damaged individual, psychologically, emotionally, I would say neurocognitively.
Her defense team's witness psychologist arguing her life has been filled with mental health issues, hereditary and self-medicating alcoholism, on top of fame in wrestling and tumultuous relationships.
I know how it feels. How it hurts, how it tears your heart out. And for that, I'm truly sorry.
Prosecutors say Sytch was driving drunk in Ormond Beach in March of 2022 when she crashed into a car that was stopped at a red light, killing that driver, 75-year-old Julian LaFrancis Lasseter. Police say Sytch was 4 times the legal limit. Prosecutors say this was her 4th DUI in 10 years, and she was driving on a suspended license.
She does have a significant sentence, and she really needs to do a lot of soul searching. And she hasn't done it for all these years, and I'm hoping she can find some way.
Lasseter's family tells me he was still full of so much life and a true family man. They say nothing will fully bring justice for what was taken.
I wish we had a different outcome today. I don't want anybody else to have to suffer the loss of what we had to suffer and what my family's had to go through.
In Daytona Beach, Volusia County, I'm Molly Reed getting results, News 6.
That's right. Tammy Lynn Sytch, also known as Sunny, WWE Hall of Famer, has been sentenced to 17 years in prison for the manslaughter of Julian LaFrancis Lasseter of Daytona Beach, Florida. He was 75 years old. Her driving record is what got her sentence like this. For her to have this many DUIs is outrageous. She has had DUI after DUI after DUI.
Chapter in the life of a former pro wrestler who has been living in Brantford.
39-year-old Tammy Sytch was arrested again late today. That's her 2nd arrest in 2 days and her 5th arrest in the last month.
Bond set at $25,000.
That was 39-year-old former pro wrestler Tammy Sytch in court this morning after being arrested for the 4th time for harassing a former boyfriend. She was released on bond today, but tonight police say when she got out, she went right back to her former boyfriend's place in Brantford and was arrested again for the 5th time. Police say she went to pick up some belongings. He has a restraining order. She's not supposed to be there, so she was arrested yet again.
Especially being the youngest inductee, that especially, is an honor. I mean, this is the pinnacle. This is it. You can't get much better than this.
What a difference a few years can make. This is Sytch when she was a WWE diva. She went by the name Sunny and was a big star in the wrestling world.
The WWE diva, but right now you know what you are, you're a fever diva.
In 1996, she was named AOL's most downloaded woman. She was inducted into the Wrestling Hall of Fame just last year.
Your Honor, Ms. Sytch has serious underlying alcohol and mental health issues. She has complied with her treatment. There's no assaultive behavior alleged in this case.
But today, Sytch was back in a New Haven courtroom twitching. Tonight, she's locked in a cell without bond and is due back in court tomorrow.
Real quick, what's your last name?
Sytch, S-Y-T-C-H.
What's your first name?
Tamara.
Okay, what's your middle name?
Lynn.
And what's your date of birth?
12/7/72. Completely dry.
I have water in my back.
All right. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm completely dry mouth, like cotton mouth. I would never miss a meal.
Alright, just give me a second.
They wouldn't let me get it in there.
Because we have to give it to you.
Make sure it goes over the shoulder.
Yeah.
So pull that metal part all the way to her hip. Okay. Yes, sir. See you, and then you got water?
Yeah, I got one in my trunk.
She was facing 25 years, but they didn't throw the book at her. And I'm okay that they didn't, throw the book at her. I mean, they basically did. She got 17 years. She's 50 now. There's 2 lives lost. I feel sorry for her. This is another wrestler, somebody from the wrestling industry that has gone down the path of drugs and alcohol. And we have another legend lost. I mean, Sunny was at one point known as like one of the finest chicks in like all of America at one point. And for it to literally go from that all the way down to this is extremely sad. And, I give her credit for having some remorse on what happened and all these other things. But she got lucky, in my opinion. The family wasn't happy with it. But, the family, y'all should just pray on it and ask the Lord to help you with it. The Lord will see y'all through on this one. And, Tammy, I hope you learn from this. I hope you can get the help that you need. You will always be Sunny to a lot of people, and that sucks to see you go out the way that you did. But I have nothing bad to say about anybody in this situation other than stop drinking and driving, bro. Like, Sunny, you had several chances to clean your act up on this. God gave you several chances, and look how you threw all of them away, and now you facing 17 years. Well, you're not facing, you've been sentenced 17 years. Get in the comments right now. Do you agree? Do you think she should have got more than 17 years? Do you think she should have got less? Or do you think she should have got the maximum? Do you agree with the family that she should have maybe got the maximum? Get in the comments right now. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, select all, hit that PayPal Cash App link in the description so that way we can hit our $25 daily goal. Shout out to Glennis. Shout out to Geek on the donations yesterday. We will be live tonight with another episode of the Real Late Night Crew, where we'll react to any and everything from the internet. Probably have another story coming up here very shortly. But then again, I'm probably lying. I'll see y'all here in a minute. God is great. Peace.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Excuse me. I've been battling a little bit of a cold this week. I lost my voice. When I was 16 years old, I decided to apply to college and study biology and pre-med because I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to help people through their pain and suffering, but more importantly, I wanted to heal people. The first line of the Hippocratic Oath reads, "I will do no harm." On March 25th, 2022, I did the opposite of that. I did harm to someone else, and my entire being was crushed. My career path took a different course than medical, but my morals, values, and ethics have always remained the same. And I've had time to consider things like some of the good that came from my career. Through my time in the industry, I was able to help people from one end of the spectrum to the other. I entertained and brought happiness to some people's lives. Once I was able to help a stranger who was having a seizure at one of my appearances at a convention. And I've made terminally ill children's wishes come through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I have done something horrible, but I am so much more than the worst that I have done. I try to think about the good I've done. Because when I sit alone thinking about what I did to the Lasseter family that tragic day, from a stupid decision, I feel the regret and remorse deep inside my soul. I know that they don't get to rest knowing he's gone. Because when I was 20, I lost my father as well, to heart disease. And just last August, my 87-year-old mother passed away while I've been incarcerated. I never got to say goodbye to her, just as they didn't get to say goodbye to their beloved family member. I know how it feels, how it hurts, how it tears your heart out. And for that, I'm truly, truly sorry. I know my words are not enough, but please know that I think about you every day. Every second of every day. And I know I will do whatever I can to make the changes I need to make sure this never happens again. No one should have to go through this. And please know that every single second, every day since the crash, I have wished I could trade places with you. I try to think back to what caused my downfall. And I think it started with the death of my fiance, Chris, in 2005. He was tragically taken from this world. And I hated myself for not being able to change things for him, to heal him and care for him, and keep him safe. But what followed was a huge string of mistakes that I should have learned from. I should have learned, but I couldn't connect my mind to my heart to do the right thing. There are many things in my life that I wish I would have done differently. But they say everything happens for a reason. I refuse to go backward and make the same mistakes again. Because the pain I feel in my heart for what happened is indescribable. It haunts me daily and each night in my nightmares. But the only way to fix it is to truly change my path. If I could turn back time, I would. If I could find a way to change the events that happened that day, I would in a heartbeat. If I could bring Mr. Lasseter back and take his place, I would in an instant. I feel that if I was given the chance to change, to redeem myself, and if I used my resources, my personal experiences, my history, and a little bit of the fame that I garnered a long time ago, I can be a true asset to the community by helping to educate our youth and adults about the dangers of drinking and driving, the dangers of not having your mental illness properly treated, and the catastrophic events that can result from it. A precious life was lost that tragic day, and I'm so incredibly sorry for that. I would ask that you give me the opportunity to atone for what I've done, and then to be released and decided to contribute to it in the most positive way possible. Thank you.